Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today is one of my favorite kinds of videos to put out. I am going to be doing a showcase on the new Ifrit and Bahamut summon ability. I'm going to be showing you guys the Crimson Flare once it's fully leveled up, fully built at level 5, and we're going to be checking Ifrit's damage as a follow-up summon after the Crimson Flare goes off. For those of you guys that don't know, the Crimson Flare, let's see here if we can go to growth. I can show you the actual ability itself. All right, so the Crimson Flare here at level 5 deals 1,250% physical magic fire damage. It has a range of all enemies, but the interesting about this summon is that it increases the fire damage for all allies at a mid-tier range. So by casting this directly before Ifrit, you're essentially greatly boosting the damage of Ifrit's Hellfire. And today I'm actually going to be running this in conjunction with Yuffie's Clear Tranquil. And so we're going to be testing the damage with not only a High-Tier Fire Imperil, but a physical magic attack buff for the group, plus the fire potency stacked on top of that, and then dropping Ifrit once and for all. Alright, so the way that we are going to test this today, guys, is I'm going to go into the Shiva Very Hard Fight right here. And this is going to be my team. It just is made up of Cloud, Yuffie, and Zack right here. We have two Fire Arcanum builds. One is physical, one is magical, being Cloud and Zack. I'm not going to go too much into the builds themselves, but as you can see here, we do have Ifrit on Cloud, we have Crimson Flare on Zack, and we have Clear Tranquil on Yuffie, plus the Boomerang right here, which will take the Fire Imperil from mid to high. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the specs right here, just so you can have an idea what your damage would look like. Here are Cloud's stats, and these are his sub-weapons. We have the Radiant Edge right here, we have the Crimson Flare prototype, and we have the Crew Kicker right here. So all fire potency abilities. We have physical attack at 7, fire potency at 7, and the Flame Blade Arcanum on top of that. Other than that, Yuffie's not too much important. She's just here to be doing Fire Imperil and dropping this Limit Break right here, which is pretty important for the damage. Other than that, we have Zack over here. These are going to be his stats, so a little bit lower. His weapon is a little bit lower tier on the OB level, and his back-end weapons will look like this. So we have the Crystal Sword Z for the fire potency. We have the Flame Projector here for the magic attack in fire potency, and then I just tossed on the Kuja's Spirit Blade here for the magic attack. But to be honest, I think I could actually drop on the Protector's Blade. That might boost him up a little bit more right there. Oh, his actually magic attack actually dropped a little bit right there. But so be it. His fire potency is at level 4. We have the Flame Blade Arcanum, and we have the magic attack at level 4 right here. Alright guys, that is going to conclude the team. That being said, let's get into this fight. The goal is to break through the 2 sets of ads, fight Shiva until she goes into her Sigil Break. As soon as we break the Sigil Break, we're going to fully debuff her and then launch all the summons. Alright, so from here I'm just going to be using attacks on Zack and Cloud just to basically level everyone up. Alright. Okay, here we go. And I will put a timestamp in the video for those of you guys that just want to skip to the good stuff. But I'm just going to be hanging out with you guys right now, going through these battles. It is pretty sick to be testing this kind of limit break. It is a new thing, and I'm like eager to try something new in the game, especially something like this. I do think that like Crisis dungeons in the future are going to call for, you know, some type of setup like this where let me get some heals off. Alright, you know, where you need to do a ton of damage against a boss, and I feel like that's where this summon is really going to come in handy. Alright, there we go. Kind of tough with actually no dedicated healer, but we should be fine. Alright, so kicking it off against Shiva right here. I'm going to save ATB for when she drops the fog attack. But I think I can heal with Yuffie right here. There it is. Alright, there we have it. And we should have one. Oh, it looks like 2 more fogs to go. Okay, there we have it. Alright, so this is going to be the first set, just getting through this so that I can show you guys the summon. Alright. Let's get some heals, then I'll get the Fire Imperil going, and we are going to break her ice gauge right here rather quickly since we have 2 very strong fire characters right now. Alright, here we go. Alright, another one. I just need to make sure that everyone's limit breaks are kind of steadily increasing right here. Alright, there we go. Everyone's looking pretty good right now. I think I'm going to stop and cast some heals with everyone. Get everyone up to full. Yuffie's about to have her limit break. So is Cloud. So we're looking pretty good right now. There goes the first limit break popping. We're about to get the second one. Here comes the sigil break. Alright guys, so we're almost at the point. We have all of the limit breaks saved up. We are going to break the sigil break first. Almost there. Just want to make sure we don't die on this. Wow, it's getting pretty close actually, but I think we should have it right here. Come on. Alright, so jumping over to Yuffie, we're going to immediately drop the double Fire Imperil. Okay, so that's going to go first. As soon as that drops, alright, we're going to go straight into the limit breaks. First clear Tranquil, then Crimson Flare, then Hellfire. Let's frickin' go, guys. This is exactly how I think that this setup would go down for trying to drop like the most mega frickin' firebomb you could ever imagine. Alright, so there's the clear Tranquil. Here comes the Crimson Flare. One of the coolest summon animations in the game, I think. Alright, so we're up to 65,000 damage. We do have the fire potency. And here comes Ifrit with the follow-up right here. Let's frickin' go. Alright guys, so on a single opponent, Ifrit, the total damage right there was almost 230,000. So really, really, really powerful. I do encourage you guys to go out there and take on the Ifrit and Bahamut fight. You know, if you are struggling with it, I did put up a very hard guide and a EX2 guide for the fight. And also, actually, I put up an EX1 fight. So I do have guides up for both the very hard EX1 and EX2 fights. If you're still struggling, come and join our Discord. It's called the Curseborn Discord. There's a link to join in the description of every single video that I put up. We have a bunch of different kinds of players that are all knowledgeable about the game that can help you to beat the content you are struggling with. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, it was fun to check out that showcase for the damage. Don't forget to drop a like and sub to the channel for future content. That being said, hope you all have a wonderful day, take care, and peace.